we want to find the value of x, given that you have x to the power of 6 equals open bracket x minus 2 in parentheses to the power of 6. Then let's take this right hand side to the left, so we are going to have x to the power of 6 minus open bracket x minus 2 in parentheses to the power of 6. Then let's set everything to be equal 0. Then let us recall that we can have 6 to be equal the product of 2 times 3. So having known this one, let's replace it in the power. So we are going to have x to the power of 2 times 3 minus open bracket x minus 2 in parentheses to the power of 2 times 3. Then let also recall from the law of indices that when we have a to the power of m times n, can be simplified as a to the power of m in parentheses to the power of n also equals a to the power of n in parentheses to the power of m. So having known this law of indices, we can also have it here as x to the power of 3 in parentheses to the power of 2 minus, here also will be x minus 2 in parentheses to the power of 3 again to the power of 2, then still equals 0. Then let us recall from difference of 2 square that when we have a square minus b square, this equals as a plus b in parentheses multiplied by again a minus b all in parentheses. So when we apply it here, we are going to have x to the power of 3 plus this x minus 2 in parentheses to the power of 3, we close it again, then multiply by x to the power of 3 minus open bracket x minus 2 in parentheses to the power of 3, then we still have everything to be equal 0. But remember that when we have AB to be equal 0, this implies for AB to be equal 0 is either we have A equals 0 or we have B to be equals 0. So from here, we are going to have x to the power of 3 plus this one we have x minus 2 in parentheses to the power of 3 in parentheses as this again multiplied by x to the power of 3 minus open bracket x minus 2 in parentheses to the power of 3, everything equals 0. So from here is either we have x to the power of 3 plus x minus 2 in parentheses to the power of 3 equals 0, or we have x to the power of 3 minus open bracket x minus 2 in parentheses to the power of 3 equals 0. Then let's call this case 1. Let's recall from algebraic expression that says when we have a to the power of 3 plus b to the power of 3 always equals as when we have a plus b in parentheses, then multiply by a square minus ab plus b square. When we make a comparison with when we have x to the power of 3 plus open bracket x minus 2 to the power of 3 equals 0, here we are going to have our a to be equals x, then our b to be equals x minus 2. So when we substitute it here, we are going to have x plus x minus 2 as this, then multiply by again x square. Our a here is x, then our b is x minus 2 plus x minus 2 in parentheses to the power of 2 equals 0. So from here, when we take the expansion, when we have x plus x minus 2 in parentheses, again we have x square minus x into x minus 2 plus x minus 2 to the power of 2 equals 0. X plus x, from here we have it to be 2x minus 2. Here we also have x squared. When we open the bracket, here will be minus x squared. Minus times minus will be plus 2x. Here when we open the expansion, we can have it as x squared minus 4x plus 4. We close it, equals 0. So from here we have 2x minus 2 in parentheses, again multiplied by. From here, this x will cancel this, so we only have this x left. So from here we have plus 2x minus 4x, we have here to be minus 2x. Then here will be plus 4 equals 0. When you factor 2 out from here, here will be 2x minus 1 multiplied by x squared minus 2x plus 4 equals 0. Dividing through by 2, so this and this will cancel, so we are going to have x minus 1 multiplied by x squared minus 2x plus 4 equals 0. So from here is either we have x minus 1 equals 0, or we have x squared minus 2x plus 4 equals 0. So from here we are going to have the first solution, x to be equals 1. Then we are going to have the next one to be x squared minus 2x plus 4 to be equal 0. Then from where we apply quadratic formula, x will be equals minus b, positive or negative, root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a, where a is the coefficient of x squared, then to be 1, and b is the coefficient of x minus 2, and c equals 4. So therefore when we substitute here, we have x to be equals minus outside minus 2 in parentheses, positive or negative, minus 2 in parentheses to the power of 2 minus 4, a is 1, then our c is also 4, divided by 2 times a is 1. So here we have x to be equals 2, positive or negative. So we have root of 4. This will be minus 16 divided by 2. And this equivalent to as when we have 2 positive or negative root of minus 12 divided by 2. So we have x to be equals, from here we have 2 positive or negative. You can have this as 4 times 3 times minus 1 divided by 2. We have x to be equals 2 positive or negative root 4 times root 3 times root of minus 1 divided by 2. But let us know that root of minus 1 equals I in a complex space. So we have x to be equals 2 positive or negative root 4 multiplied by root 3 multiplied by I divided by 2. We have x